I want to begin by expressing my solidarity with the Palestinian people living under Israeli occupation and the apartheid regime that Israel enforces in Palestine. I completely disagree with the decision of the US President to declare Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and to move the US Embassy to this city. This is an extremely dangerous, reckless and worrying move and a crude attempt to normalise Israel's illegal occupation of Palestine, including East Jerusalem. This unilateral move by the US will have grave consequences for the Israel-Palestine peace process, which was already on life support because of Israel's continued colonisation of Palestine, continued illegal Israeli colonial settlement building and the apartheid regime that Israel is enforcing in Palestine. I urge all members of this Assembly to reject this move and to pressurise their own countries to officially recognise the State of Palestine with East Jerusalem as its capital. The unjust and apartheid regime that Israel implements in Palestine has once again been brought into the international spotlight because of the arrest of Ahed Tamimi. Ahed is a child, she is just 16 years of age and has been in Israeli military prison since the 19th of December. She will remain in prison for the length of her trial. And what horrendous and grievous crime did this child commit? She had the audacity to slap the face of an Israeli soldier outside her family home in the West Bank village of Nabi Saleh, which Israel illegally occupies. Ahed is said to have been upset at the time because of confrontation between her 15-year-old cousin, who had just been shot in the face with a rubber bullet fired by Israeli soldiers. She was arrested 3 days later, being dragged from her bed at 4 a.m. in the morning. Her mother was also detained when she went to a police station to inquire after her daughter. Ahed's arrest and trial in a military court highlights that there exist two separate legal systems, depending on whether you're a Palestinian or an Israeli settler. And this goes to the heart of Israel's enforced apartheid regime. Ahed is one of at least 1,400 Palestinian children that have been brought before special Israeli military courts over the past 3 years. Unlike Palestinians, illegal Israeli colonial settlers have the luxury and access to civil courts with all the legal entitlements and supports if they're deemed to have committed any crime. Human rights groups are very crucial of this Israeli dual system, saying it lacks fundamental protections and gives no guarantee of a fair trial for Palestinians. Ahed Tamimi's continued detention and imprisonment is wrong, and she should be released. I would ask all members of this Assembly to raise their voice in support of the call for the release of Ahed Tamimi and the other 313 Palestinian children imprisoned by Israel.